a lot of people have the feeling that you can't change Los Angeles, that Los Angeles is always going to be a city where people passing through on the way to their imaginary golden dream. And but to me, I see it as home.
Los Angeles is a great meritocracy. You could come here from another city without the right religion, without the right family background, and if you've got what it takes, you're accepted here. And that is not true in a lot of other places in America or elsewhere in the world.
But this city is probably one of the more altered ecosystems on Earth. It's been managed for over 100 years as if it was a slab of concrete. And as a result of that, because of the size population we have and the amount of resources we have to bring here, Los Angeles is probably one of the largest contributors to pollution and planetary destruction on the planet.
It's a Faustian choice to say that, you know, the economy or the environment, they're linked in the 21st century.
I'm a Los Angeleno. We are optimistic. The pobladores came here in the 1700s, 14 families, I believe, from Mexico. After 3 days, there was an earthquake. They didn't move, and I'm not moving either.
We are tomorrow what we start today.
Tonight on Eden's Lost and Found, Los Angeles, dream a different city.
When LA was started, nature was always at the end of the block. And you look at old aerial pictures of Los Angeles, there's wild open space just outside of where you are. And that's all gone.
It's sort of like a horizontal New York. Instead of everything going up, it all goes out.
Los Angeles isn't one place, but many. Unlike traditional cities that developed around a central manufacturing hub, LA's economy is linked to shrewdly marketed real estate tracts. As these scattered communities expanded, they eventually merged into a giant, sprawling megalopolis.
It's hard to change once everything's built. The city is beset by an incredible affordable housing crisis. You don't tear down houses to build a park here. Many of the open areas in town are brownfields and require a lot of cleanup because they're contaminated.
For 30 years, Stella Beltran has worked at Scherpzer Elementary School in the impoverished industrial area of El Monte.
When you don't have a job, when you have a baby every year, when your husband beats you, and you don't have any faith that things are going to be better, you're broken. And if you can help broken pieces of human beings become whole and healthy, you did something. It's good.
Known among the students as abuelita or grandmother, Stella has devoted her life to saving children.
I was given the children that posed problems to some of the teachers.
The battle has been a hard one, and the losses high.
In the 30 years, I have counted how many children I saw being killed because of the drugs, because of the fights with the gangs. There were 17 boys that have been killed in this school.
Tiny Stella has a big plan. She hopes to rally forces to turn an empty 4-acre industrial lot into Gibson Neighborhood Park.
But tell me what you want.
No hobos.
A pool? No hobos? No Juanitos. And park rangers.
Dreams are cheap, but parks are not. An additional $1 million is needed before groundbreaking.
No gangsters, no drugs. The park to be clean. Who's going to keep it clean?
The park rangers.
No, we're going to keep it clean.
Today there's a movement to keep LA sustainable by revitalizing and promoting local pride within our communities. For these unique neighborhoods reflect the true soul of our city.
Tangerine, she is on the claim, with her eyes bright and lips as bright as flame.
Avocados, breakfast of Aztecs and Mayans alike.
A growing phenomenon, not only in Los Angeles, but the entire country, is the sprouting of farmers' markets.
Organic avocados.
Farmers' markets help keep dollars within the local economy, as well as stimulating more healthy eating habits.
All of the products that are sold in the farmers markets have to be grown by the folks that sell it here.
I like it because you're buying directly from the people who grow the food, which I think is nice. Doesn't go through distributors. The food's fresh.
They can actually try it right there. They can ask how it's grown. A lot of people are concerned with organic fruit and vegetables these days. We can tell them what exact fertilizers we use, what if we use pesticides or not.
We have to put out the absolute best product we can, because we have to see the faces of those folks every week. And if it's not perfect, they're certainly going to let us know.
Avocados, baby? Oh man, she likes avocados.
Most kids in the cities think that food comes from the grocery store. They have no concept of where it was prior to that.
When I come here, it's also my social life too, because this is where I've made wonderful friendships. I spend time with people that come to the farmers market outside the market. I have dinner with them. They come and visit my farm.
Aguacate, alligator pears. You name it, we've got it.
Another neighborhood struggling to establish its own unique identity is Boyle Heights.
Welcome to the big city, homie, of Los Angeles, in the big city.
Keeping Latino youth in school remains a critical problem. With around 40 different gangs in Boyle Heights alone, these pandillas exert heavy negative peer pressure towards youth who aspire to get an education. Consequently, 61% of the Latino children in the Los Angeles Unified School District drop out. And yet, like flowers sprouting through cracks in concrete, a group of young women are intent on restoring and rekindling pride in their Boyle Heights community. Who are these young women? Well, they are proud to tell you.
Girls today, women tomorrow.
We're a leadership mentoring program. We're called Girls Today, Women Tomorrow. We're based out of Boyle Heights. We work with young girls from the ages of 12 to 22.
An important project nurtured by these young women is that of developing a community garden in Boyle Heights called Proyecto Jardín. They use their work in this garden to foster healthier eating habits and to embrace their Hispanic traditions.
I only live with my mom. There wasn't enough money, so I always thought that I wouldn't have a future. So now that I have a positive role models, now I'm going to college and I'm being positive by thinking that I'm going to be someone in life.
My main goals are to hold public office, hopefully to be the next president. Well, we'll see, but I would like to first hold public office in a community. In my community, congresswoman or whatever, to make government not too distant, but to be closer to the community. It's a great country for me, so I think I'll make a great leader.
It's a long road from Boyle Heights to the White House, but Giovanna doesn't have to look far for inspiration on her journey. In the northeast area of Los Angeles' San Fernando Valley, another young woman strives to lead her community toward a better quality of life.
We are right across the street from one of the biggest landfills in my district, going down what is a lot of just auto dismantlers, auto wrecking places, and literally sandwiched in between you'll have the mobile parks and people living right next to these places. A lot of them are, they're not legal. They're taking apart cars, a lot of oil's being put into the ground. You have just innocent people being exposed to these toxics and chemicals.
Landmark legislation by Cindy Montañez includes the California Land Reuse and Revitalization Act of 2004.
Future of environmentalism in the United States, that future is in communities that have suffered a lot of environmental injustice because they are tired of losing their kids to premature deaths, miscarriages, skin cancer, asthma, and it is those public health reasons that are motivating people and driving people to make sure that it is the public health that is at the center of the environmental movement. That's what's going to turn the environmental movement throughout the United States again into an energized and rejuvenated effort.
This city grew enormous, fueled by the energy of the millions who came and continue to arrive, seeking to remake themselves by living their dreams. Yes, we have made some huge mistakes that are very hard to repair, but if anyone can accomplish the impossible, it's us. So stay tuned. Anything can happen.
Like another perfect day. I love LA. Organic avocados. Darling.